Oh, hey guys, Sergeant No Rep here, and thanks for dropping in. I just was having a little bit of nap, I have to confess, watching 20.2 be performed. There's nothing more exciting than some toes to bars, some double unders, and some thrusters, but anyway, that's the workout we have. So, for this video, I want to look at the judging standards, the movement standards, some tips for judging this workout. It's going to be a long one, so you judges need to get your rest, get some good nutrition into you, some water, so you're out there for 20 minutes, you can't miss some reps. So anyway, let's get at it. Okay, as you can see, I'm rocking kind of my palm tree beach themed shirt for Australia because Matt McLeod and Unported that we just saw there, that's where they're doing the workout in Australia. And it's quite early in the morning there, so good on them for doing this. So, the workout 20.2 that was just announced is as many rounds or reps as possible of 4 dumbbell thrusters, 6 toe to bars, and 24 double unders. The dumbbell thrusters for the RX. Everything I go over will just be RX, and you can find the scale. And just so you want to know, if the card that you're seeing here that you use to score and all the standards stuff like that, a link will be down below in my comments, so you can easily get to that. So the weight is 50-pound dumbbells and 35-pound dumbbells for the females. So what you need here is basically a pull-up bar, a jump rope, and obviously the appropriate dumbbells. And as a judge, you'd want to go over the standards before going to the gym. And here we have them here. So first of all, the movement standard for the dumbbell thrusters. When this workout starts, 3, 2, 1, go, the dumbbell has to be on the ground. So the athlete will be standing, and it's standing straight up. The athlete can't be bent over with their hands just about to touch the dumbbell. They have to be stand up, body fully stacked, 3, 2, 1, go. Then they can go and pick up the dumbbell. So for the first thruster, they can do like a full squat clean into a thruster, and that is acceptable. The dumbbell has to stay in the front rack position during the squat. Now they don't lay out. You'll see a lot of different variations maybe where how it is racked, but it just says in the front rack position during the squat. Dumbbells move from the bottom of the front squat to the full lockout overhead. When you fully lock out overhead, that dumbbell has to be behind the head, elbow fully locked out, and they can't be kind of like thrown forward like this. It has to be above or slightly behind the head. So that's what you're going to have to be looking at. And at the same time, knees, hips, shoulders, everything stacked underneath. Now, something you're going to be I guess this will be more important as the workout goes on. You have to watch for the athletes to re-dip. So they come down, they start to do the thruster, they lose it a little bit, they re-dip and throw it up. That is a no rep. So get your no rep out for that one. They have to fully extend and lock out. You cannot re-dip to finish the rep. And the rep is counted when the dumbbell is locked out overhead, hip, knees, and arms fully extended. And athletes cannot get assistance from the judge or anybody in that matter moving the dumbbell. So if the dumbbells are right where the athlete wants to do the double unders, they have to move them themselves or move the jump rope. So you cannot help as a judge. Make sure you don't do that because you leave to an official like a no rep for that athlete, and nobody in the audience can do that as well. So the standard for the toes to bar. So the athlete will jump up to the bar, and the first thing they have to do is they obviously hang from the bar. Their heels must be back behind the bar before that rep is counted. And also as it goes forward, each rep the toes or the heels have to go behind the bar. You can see China Cho here, her heels are behind the bar. As we were just watching the live announcement, and it's hard to see, but it looked like Matt McLeod's heels weren't going behind the bar. That could be the angle of the camera. So that's very important as a judge. You have to be on the side. If you're standing in front, it's hard to make that judgment to see where the bar is and when the heels go behind it. So make sure you get to the side of the bar or the side of the athlete so you can clearly see the bar is right here and the heels are coming behind it each rep. Now for the setup, the athlete is allowed to wrap tape around the bar, but then they must have bare hands. If the athlete wants to use athletic grips, whatever gymnastic style grip, sorry my dog's dropping something here, then they can't have tape on the bar. So it's one or the other. They have to pick the tape on the bar or the gymnastic grips. So not the two of them. Overhand, underhand, any kind of mixed grip you're allowed to do. I don't know why somebody would do a mixed grip. And the rep is counted when any part of the foot, this is obviously my hand, touches the bar at the same time. So it doesn't matter what part, but the 2 feet have to touch the bar at the same time and make contact in between the hands. I don't know who would be doing some crazy toes to bar with your feet outside your hands, but it has to be within. So just watch that. The next thing would be double unders. Very easy. The hardest thing here is maybe just counting them and keeping track. The rope passes underneath your feet twice. Each jump, that is 1 double under. The rope must spin forward. I've never seen backward double unders, but they put it out there. And only successful jumps are counted, not attempts, obviously. And then if you go down below, you can read the rest of this. It goes into the hanging knee raise. This is for scaled, obviously, but the same type of thing. Heels behind the bar, and the knees have to be above the hips. And just what I mentioned on that, I want to go back up to the thruster. So I forgot to hit on this. So obviously fully locked out, and at the bottom, the hip crease has to be below the knee. So if you look at China Cho there, let me get the mouse. So you can see her hip crease is right here. Her knee, top of her knee, it's hard to see in the black, is there, but it's above, her knee's above the hip crease. So this is obviously the tip I've given before. You want to get the athlete to demonstrate a movement for you. This is your thruster, because this is going to be the best. Obviously, it's going to break down as they go, but make sure they are going deep enough. They can go deep enough that hip crease is below the knee. If they're wearing baggy clothing, you have to be a little more attentive. But this type of workout, you always want to be on the side of the athlete, so you can see that hip crease go below the knee, and you can see when they're fully extended that the dumbbells are above their head or slightly behind it, and everything's locked out. And you want to watch for that redip, because that will come as the athletes get tired. With the toes to bar, again, like I said, be on the side. You may want something that you could step up if you're a shorter judge. If you're having an issue to see if the toes are actually touching the tip of the bar, as you can see in the second picture there, you may want something you can quickly step up onto and look at that. For the double unders, as long as you can see that the rope is going under, so you can stand in front, you can stand on the side here. It's not too hard to see that the rope passes twice in one jump. So that is all the movement standards. So obviously for filling out the scorecard, this is not too bad. So you have, if you forget what the rep scheme is, it's right on your scorecard here. So it's 4 dumbbell thrusters followed by 6 toes to bar followed by 24 double unders. That would complete 1 round. Doesn't really matter because in the end it's going to be kind of reps. So 4 thrusters, check it off. 6 toes to bar. So let's say the athlete gets down to around 20. They get here, they do their 4 thrusters, check it off, but they get to the 6 toes to bar, and they only get 5. Well, you'll put 5. They didn't get, what was it, 650 or 656 there, so they'd be 655 a total score. That would come down to the bottom here where it says total reps, and then the athlete's name. And once you filled the athlete's name, the total reps, you clicked off if they did the RX or if they did scaled, the affiliate name, your name, obviously. Have you passed the judges course? I hope you have, because the score won't get uploaded if you haven't. The athlete signs off and dates. And then the bottom part, you fill out the exact same name, print out the athlete's name, total reps, RX or scaled, judge's name, and that's what's given to them. You rip that off, give it to them. You keep the hard copy up above, so when they upload their score, you have to validate it. So that's how you fill out this card. So this should be, I won't say it will be a fun workout because it will be grueling. It's 20 minutes. That's a long time to be doing the 4 dumbbell thrusters, the 6 toes to bar, and the 24 double unders. But again, it's a type of workout that is designed that you can just grind this out. The 4 dumbbell thrusters, there shouldn't be any reason really to break that up. The 6 toes to bar, if you start to lose your grip, that's where you're going to obviously fail on that. In the 24 double unders, as you get fatigued, you're going to start tripping on the rope, but something that you can easily work your way through. So it will definitely become a pacing workout for the athlete. So just remember your positioning. You don't want to end up in front of them and all of a sudden you miss their heels going behind the bar. But as always, have fun. I'm sure you're going to do this workout yourself, and I hope you get a great score. You can like, subscribe down below. Join the judges' locker room. You'll see more content from me throughout the Open, throughout the CrossFit season. And we'll talk to you later.